Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Easy Learn, and today's topic is trigonometric functions, and we're going to be doing some more practice today. If you haven't watched my trigonometric function explanation video yet, pause right here, check the link in the description below, go understand the concept first, and then you can come back for solving this. So today's question is calculate the size of angle PQS. Now, if you see here, we have a PQS. The angle, when it says PQS, means that the one that is in the center is the one that you will find the angle for. So we have Q, and they've already mentioned this as X. Now again, if you see that we have the X, which is obviously unknown, we just have one length here, that is 10. Now I cannot be doing sine cos tan if I don't have another length. If I have this or this. Now if you see this, in sine cos tan we need three things. Either two lengths and one angle, so either one length should be unknown and the angle and another length should be mentioned, or it should be that the angle is missing but two lengths are available. But in this one, we just have one length. There is no other length given. There is no angle given. But if you see that we have another triangle attached with this, which is SQR, and the line SQ is same for both the triangles, which means I can find out my SQ first. In order to find out my SQ first, I can get rid of the upper triangle, and now you see that I have SQR, where one of the length is 3 centimeters and the angle given is 65 degrees, and this is the length, the SQ, that I have to find. So I can write it as Y. Now, how do I go about solving this? So we know that we're dealing with trigonometric functions and they're used to find lengths and angles of right angle triangles, and we need to identify which ones are AOH. That is, A is the adjacent, the length that is enclosed between 90 degrees and the angle given, O is the length opposite to the angle, and H is the diagonal length, or the one that's opposite to 90 degrees. And we know that sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Now, looking at this particular example, this 3 centimeter, if you look carefully, there is a 90-degree here, there is an angle here, and this 3 centimeters is trapped between these two, which means that the 3 becomes my adjacent. So I'm going to write A. And the length that I have to find, which means the y, is basically the length that is right opposite to my degrees, right opposite to the angle given. So this y becomes the opposite. And now you have to identify that if I have my O and if I have my A, I'm going to be dealing with tan theta. So let me just write things down. So tan theta equals the opposite over adjacent, and I have my tan 65 in place of theta. Opposite is missing, so that's just y, and the adjacent is 3. Now when 3 goes to the other side, it has to be multiplied because it's this one here, it's in division with the y, so when it goes to the other side, it becomes multiplication. So I have tan 65 times 3 equals y. Now, if I put that on my calculator, make sure you have a scientific calculator for that. And then if you don't have one, just Google it. You'll have a pop-up like this. Make sure that your calculator is set on degrees. And then you type down the tan function. So tan 65 times 3 gives me 6.43. So that means my y is equal to 6.43 centimeters, which means that this length right here is 6.43. And now I can get back my previous triangle, which is this. So I have my 6.43, I have my 10, and I have my x. Let's get rid of all of that. Here's the clear triangle. So I have this upper triangle PSQ. It has one length as 6.43. One of the length is 10 centimeters. Now I can just get rid of the lower part, and this is the clear picture of what I have now. Again, I'm doing trigonometric functions. I should be knowing what's my AOH, and then I know that sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta is opposite over adjacent. And this one I can see that what's my A? A is this length 6.43 because it is trapped between the 90-degree and the angle that we have to find. So this means that I have my A, and this length right here, that is 10 centimeter, that's the diagonal length. So the diagonal length, or the one that's right opposite to 90 degrees, is my hypotenuse, or I can say my h. Now, considering the sine cos tan implementation, we need to figure out which one to use. So I have my a and h together when I am doing cos theta. So I'm going to write that down. Cos theta equals adjacent, that's 6.43, divided by the hypotenuse, that's 10. Now when I take cos to the other side, it turns into cos inverse. So my theta, or the x, is cos minus 1 of 6.43. We've already discussed why cos is becoming cos inverse. If you still have any confusions, you can drop down your problems in the comment section below, and then we'll look at these. So once I have theta equals cos inverse of 6.43 over 10, I can just check that out on my calculator. So I have this one. Make sure your calculator is set on degrees, and then you have to click inverse the INV. Then out of the sine minus 1, cos minus 1, and tan minus 1, I'm going to be doing cos minus 1, that is the cos inverse. When I write that down, it comes like that: arc cos 6.43 divided by 10, which gives me 49.984. So maybe I could just round that off to 50 degrees, because if I do 49.98, that is a long one. It's two decimal places. So I don't want that. I want either one decimal place or three significant figures. So I can just round it off to 50. So 50.0 degrees. Thank you so much for watching Easy Learn, and I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, let me know, and then do not forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Take care until next time. Thank you so much.